Academy of Art University's Urban Nights update is next. Coming up, apps that can help you save money during the holiday season.
If you're a dog owner, details on how you can find parks in San Francisco.
If it's better to give than receive, a story on the people who are putting that into action this holiday season.
And gift giving on a budget, some easy and inexpensive ways to make presents for the folks on your gift list. All that and more coming up on Urban Nights Update. Hello and welcome to the Academy of Art University's Urban Nights Update. With me is Mackenzie Granville. I'm Noah Daniels. Presidential-elect Donald Trump has tweeted once again. This time, Trump took to Twitter to inform his followers that the new Air Force One jet being built for future presidents already costs more than $4 billion and that he wants to cancel the order. It is a price tag that the military is disputing, saying the actual cost is less than half of that amount. Also on Twitter, Trump threatened to punish companies that move their jobs overseas by implementing a 35% tariff on their products. The threat has received major pushback from lawmakers who fear a trade war. In other news, a spokesman says that the presidential-elect sold all of his shares in companies back in June of this year. This move potentially created a cash windfall during Trump's pricey presidential campaign. The reason for the sales? How much he made and whether or not he has purchased anything since has not been released, but many are skeptical of the sale due to Trump's history of financial disclosure. Vice President Joe Biden continues to hint that he will run for president in 2020. On Monday night, Biden stated that he will not be going anywhere just yet. Although he has not officially stated that he will run, he is keeping that option open. Biden originally planned to run in this year's election, but opted out because he and his family were still grieving his son Beau's death. However, he has stated it is a decision that he regrets every day.
Firefighters are finishing up clearing the last part of the Ghost Ship warehouse. The Oakland warehouse, which was serving as a workspace and home to a large amount of Bay Area artists, was engulfed in flames during a party last Friday, killing 36 people. The founder of the artist colony, Derek Almina, told the Today Show that he is sorry. However, he deflected blame for the fire, claiming he had signed a lease for the building that was supposedly up to city standards. In an interview with CBS News, a former resident of the warehouse called the place a death trap, and property records showed there were large amounts of complaints filed against the building, including 2 from last month that stated there was a ton of garbage piling up and even an illegal interior building structure. An Alameda County Sheriff's Sergeant released a statement saying some of the victims have been sent final text messages to their loved ones to say goodbye. A complete list of the victims is now available online, and the Alameda County Coroner's Bureau has established a family assistance center. The center will be offering grief counseling and resources for those affected by this tragedy.
Drivers who sleep only 5 to 6 hours are more likely to end up in a car crash than someone who slept for 7 or more hours. This is according to a recent study by the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety. Car crashes are just another item on the long list of dangers caused by lack of sleep, along with weight gain and depression. If you're feeling tired, AAA suggests leaving your car at home and finding another ride.
Pandora is now open to a deal with SiriusXM after rejecting an offer in July. The music streaming service has been struggling as of late, with shares having fallen to near $10 a share this month. Top shareholders are unified in the idea of selling the streaming company, stating that despite the company's many strengths, it has been unable to convert out of streaming and into other parts of the music world. With strong competition coming from Apple, Google, Spotify, and Amazon, investors hope that an acquisition by Sirius will take the company into a newer, more attractive direction. Following the release of the possible acquisition report, Pandora stock surged more than 16%. Although conversations between the companies have just begun, they are still in beginning processes, and a price for the deal has not yet been discussed.
Get your tablets ready because now you can download movies and TV shows from Netflix. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings has released a game changer where you can binge watch your favorite Netflix shows and movies on the go and offline. The app has made this feature accessible to all phones and tablets on Android and iOS systems. At no extra cost, you can simply go to the app and click the Download and Go option to save your movies.
The Grammy nominations are here, and Beyoncé leads the pack with 9 nominations, followed by Drake, Rihanna, Kanye West with 8 apiece, and Chance the Rapper with 7. For Album of the Year, the nominees are Adele with 25, Beyoncé with Lemonade, Justin Bieber with Purpose, Drake with Views, and Sturgill Simpson with Sailor's Guide to the Earth. In the Record of the Year, Adele with Hello is the first nominee, then Beyoncé with Formation, Lucas Graham with 7 Years, Rihanna with Work, and 21 Pilots with the song Stressed Out. In the Best New Artist category, Kelsey Ballerini, The Chainsmokers, Chance the Rapper, Maren Morris, and Anderson .Paak are the nominees.
Tweens and teens aren't the only ones spending so much time looking at a screen. That's according to a new survey from Common Sense Media, a nonprofit organization that helps parents, educators, and children negotiate media and technology. The survey reveals that parents of teens and tweens spend more than 9 hours a day plugged into screens, 3 hours more per day than tweens. The director of research for Common Sense Media said that parents are no different from their kids, but despite their screen use, 78% of parents think that they are good media role models for their children.
President-elect Donald Trump is planning to meet high-profile business executives at a technology conference in Silicon Valley. Trump's cabinet and transition team rely much more heavily on Wall Street than Silicon Valley, and the tech industry was almost unanimously opposed to him throughout his campaign. There is, however, a major exception: tech billionaire Peter Thiel, who was a very vocal Trump supporter and is now in New York helping with the transition. The invitation list was not immediately clear. However, rumors that the CEOs of Facebook, Apple, and Google could be in attendance. No word yet on when the meeting will take place. Throughout this digital age, millennials are beginning to go cashless. Apps like Venmo, Square Cash, and Snap Cash are making it easier for people to share money instantly. Throughout this digital age, millennials are beginning to go cashless. Apps like Venmo, Square Cash, and Snap Cash are making it easier for people to share money instantly. But are these apps really safe? Priscilla Mora has more on the story.
We have come to an era where sharing money comes with the click of a button. Apps like Venmo and Square Cash are allowing people to share their money through their app. But why is it that people trust these apps with their money? Venmo user Janelle Rubin explains to us why he trusts and uses these apps on a daily basis.
Well, it was easier because I use a lot of different personal trainers who do their own businesses, and it was easier for me to send money because I don't want to carry cash all the time. And so it allows me to do things that are much more simple and be able to pay the people that I need to pay.
Venmo alone has processed $4.9 billion in the third quarter of 2016. By 2019, Venmo is expected to share up to $84 billion, according to Josh Olson, an analyst for Edward Jones. However, there are still many consumers that don't trust these money-sharing apps.
According to a poll done by the American Bankers Association, only 21% of consumers use online banking, but only 11% of those consumers trust an alternative form of payment for their money. Consumer Alex Washington tells us why she doesn't trust these apps.
I just don't really buy into that whole, oh, your information is safe with these extra apps and these extra external sources for you to send money. Like, I already have a bank that allows me to send money to somebody that doesn't have my bank.
The truth is that Venmo is owned by PayPal, which is a licensed money transmitter in every state. Zeal is also an alternative option, but doesn't release until 2017. Zeal is backed by every major bank, including Chase and Bank of America. Although only 11% of consumers use these apps, by 2019, these numbers are expected to rise. In San Francisco, I'm Priscilla Moore with the Academy of Art University's Urban Nights Update.
If you too want to go cashless, you can download these apps in your app store, or wait for Zeal to release in 2017.
The holidays are here and many people plan on buying gifts. But to save money, some are using phone apps. Maria Meza gives us more on some of the apps that can help your budget this season.
It is the time of the year again where many people tend to spend thousands of dollars in buying gifts for their loved ones. But there are other people that prefer to save by using apps. Cynthia Guzman is one of them. She tells us what app she's using this holiday season and how it has helped her to save money.
The app that I'm using is called Retail Me Now. You can download it in the App Store, and then it's a really good app for retail, food, and even makeup. I use it about every week or so, and then it gives me really good discounts like 10%, 20%, 30%, and then I like it because you can customize it like for myself, like clothes, makeup, even Starbucks. So I find it like it's a really good deal.
But many people are using apps for this holiday season for a different reason. Instead of purchasing gifts, buying food, or clothes, many people like Jose Mendoza Martinez are taking advantage of the deals in a whole different way.
I use Groupon, and it lets me find deals on different activities like going go-karting. If you go on a regular day, maybe you pay like $50 to go-kart for like an hour for a couple laps. With Groupon, it'll let me pay like $40 and save $10 each time I go, and I'll be able to do the same thing.
On a recent survey done by Gallup.com, many people intended to spend less than $830 when purchasing gifts, but over 50% of people spend over $1,000. But if you would like to save some money, according to Lighthat.com, using apps could save anyone from 30 to 75% this season. In San Francisco, I'm Maria Meza for Urban Nights Update.
So if you would like to save money, make sure to download the Retail Me Not and Groupon apps from the App Store.
With the holiday season already in full swing, it seems even the wax statues at Madame Tussauds Museum are dressing up and giving back. And here in San Francisco, specifically, you can take pictures with Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran, and Lord's wax statues that are dressed up in ugly Christmas sweaters. The ultimate goal is to collect coat donations for the homeless population of San Francisco. If you're interested in helping this cause or just wish to contribute to the coat drive, bring new or gently used coats, jackets, and hoodies to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, and you will receive 50% off your general admission.
We all know the holidays are about giving, but what about giving back to your community? I have more on the story. 'Tis the season of giving, and more importantly, giving back. With thousands of causes in need of help and volunteers, it's hard to know where to spend your time. Luckily, the Bay Area is full of charities big and small who truly make a difference. Grateful Gatherings was founded in 2013 by Bay Area natives Donna Somerville and Chris Fritter. Their mission is to team up with local homeless and women's shelters to get deserving families into homes. The Spin, with the help of volunteers and donations, the homes are fully furnished come move-in day. Chris and Donna encourage people of all ages to become volunteers, making the whole experience families helping families.
Well, Grateful Gathering, it's where you donate stuff to people who either have to leave their family or have to leave their home because something has happened, and it's great that any age can volunteer.
Another organization helping families come the holidays is the Angel Project in Carmel Valley. Longtime volunteer Lori Kramer explains.
So the Angel Project is a project in Carmel Valley that has been around for 50 years, and we as a community pull together all of our resources and make Christmas available to all families in the community. We set up in the church basement a Santa's workshop, and the community provides toys, towels, blankets, sheets, bikes, Santa products, and then these families in need of help get to come to the Santa's workshop and purchase things for free for their families for the holidays. It's an incredible organization, and I feel really lucky to be a part of it.
And with the holiday season upon us, we all might recognize the Salvation Army bell ringers out front of Safeways and Macy's. But where does that money go? The Little Red Kettle has been around for over 100 years, and to most of us it's familiar. But where does that money go? Donating your change when you see one of these buckets might be the easiest way to help out this holiday season. Because according to the Salvation Army, 86 cents of every dollar donated goes to buying gifts, food, shelter, and clothing for people in need. Happy helping. In San Francisco, I'm Noah Daniels for your Urban Nights Update. To find out more about Grateful Gatherings, the Carmel Valley Angel Project, and the Salvation Army, simply type the full name of the organization into your search engine.
With holiday travel and all the stress that it involves, San Francisco Airport is trying something new to help people de-stress. A pig named Lilu is SFO WAG Brigade's first pig, in addition to the dogs already in use. Wearing red hoof nail polish, she'll be bringing a lot of piggy love your way. Living in the city with pets comes with many challenges, like if your landlord has a no pets policy. I have a story on another common challenge pet owners face.
San Francisco is known for being a very dog-friendly city. However, when it comes to green spaces for our furry friends to have fun in, the city is severely lacking. While there are many parks all around the city for humans to relax in, when it comes to parks specifically for dogs, they are few and far between. On top of that, a majority of the dog parks have a very strict leash policy in accordance with San Francisco law. One of those places is Crissy Fields. Although Crissy Fields has a leash law, many dog owners don't follow the rule. Dog owner Tammy Howard told me how she wishes more parks allow dogs off leash.
I think there's one that you can let your dogs run. It would be nicer at Crissy Fields if that would be, that is a leash. I mean, people let their dogs off leash, but it is not supposed to be.
Due to San Francisco's law that the dogs have to remain on leash at all times, it's hard for dog owners in the city to find a place to let their dogs run around, play, and get exercise.
In 2015, San Francisco resident Matthew Murphy started a petition that gained signatures rapidly. The petition stated that, like most people in the city, he lives in an apartment and had no yard space for his dog to play in. This caused him to become dependent on a dog walker, and he believed that continuing restrictions on dogs in public parks would increase the cost of dog walking services. Many of the main parks in the city do not allow dogs off leash, such as the Marina Green, the Presidio, and Crissy Field. To find a list of parks that allow you to let your dog roam off leash, you can visit the San Francisco SPCA website that has a page which lists the parks that don't have a leash rule. For more information, visit www.sfspca.com/sfdogparks. In San Francisco, I'm Mackenzie Granville with your Urban Nights Update.
Dog owners in the city are currently engaged in a lawsuit against the National Park Service, saying that the department has been unresponsive in their records requests about pending rule changes to eliminate off-leash freedoms in the Golden Gate National Recreation Area.
Golden Gate Park is known for its beauty, but now more and more people are connecting the park with horrible traffic. So many people, in fact, that neighbors of the park shared their concerns and hopes for the future of Golden Gate Park last Saturday at a meeting with San Francisco's Recreation and Parks Department. Those in attendance called to reduce vehicle traffic on park roads that are not necessary for cars and the permanent closing of a portion of JFK Drive near the DeYoung Museum, Although nothing has been implemented by the city as of now, those who attended the meeting hope for a mandate making the park safer for all. Finding free, quiet places in the city seems like an impossible task. Reporter Natalie Morga takes you to some of San Francisco's hidden gems.
Privately owned public open spaces, or POPOs, are publicly accessible spaces which are provided by private developers. The Garden Terrace at 150 California has great views of the financial district's office towers and plenty of space to sit and take some fresh air.
It's all totally public. You just ask the guy at the front desk and he'll let you up.
There is a huge metal art installation and it is rarely ever crowded. The roof terrace at 1 Kearny is one of the San Francisco best popos. The view of downtowns and the beautiful mansard roof of the building next door.
As you can see, nobody's here either. So you can take advantage and be here and study, reading, anything you want. And it's all for you and it's all for free.
Embarcadero Center features pedestrian paths filled with places to stop and smell the flowers. The popos at Embarcadero Center is a fantastic spot to read a good book, like the yoga teacher Rose McTire.
Nobody bothers you, nobody gives you a hard time about being here, which is nice.
Located on the roof of 100 First Street parking garage, this public space is home of a water garden and sculpture grass areas. It's the perfect place to wind down and enjoy a lunch break. Even though it is a popo, this terrace is open 24/7. The terrace at 343 Sampson Street is one of the financial district's best kept secrets. It features tables, benches, planters filled with seasonal flowers, and views of the portion of the bay. For hours and more information, download the official app. In San Francisco, I am Natalie Morga for Academy of Art University Urban Nights Update.
For more information, go to sfplanning.org.
One of the all-time greats, Derek Jeter, just had his number retired by the New York Yankees. Number 2 had such an impact for the Yankees throughout his illustrious career, which was almost played out like a fairy tale. He's a 13-time American League All-Star and a World Series MVP. His consistency, like Cal Ripken, and his poise, like Mariano Rivera, makes him a no-doubt Hall of Famer. Now, all numbers 1 through 10 are retired for the Yankees. The San Francisco Giants have set a major league record, spending $62 million on Mark Melichon. He came from the Washington Nationals, and the Giants are hoping he can be a solid closer in the 2017 season. After last year's season ended almost directly because of their closing situation with the hard-throwing Hunter Strickland. Bruce Bochy is known for his bold moves, and this is definitely one to notch on his list. Now let's go over to Jade Evans with our Art U Sports.
Welcome to Academy of Art Sports. We have plenty of game recaps to go over. Let's get started. Over the course of last week, the women's basketball team has played against Fresno Pacific. Academy of Art won by 73 points to 56. The way the women received their win was by the team's dedication for victory. There were multiple three-pointer shots by Haley Pryor, Jaslyn Brewster, and Rodrigo Ware. During halftime, Elena Simon made 2 steals, which received their team more points. Since the victory, the team is relaxing before they have to be in Hawaii to host BYU.
Last weekend was a really important weekend for us, especially starting out 0-4 with a tough schedule, that we bounced back and started to put together some of the things that we've worked on in practice. Humboldt was a good game for us to start with. I wasn't necessarily extremely happy with the win. I felt like that we did some really good things. We made some strides, but that we had a long ways to go, and I told the girls bouncing back the next day that we would have to play a lot more discipline, value the ball more, take care of possessions, and play even harder defensively. And I was really proud of the girls on Sunday. I thought East Bay was a big step in the right direction as far as staying disciplined on both ends of the court. We were able to lock down some certain people that we keyed on, some of the defensive concepts that we changed going into that game. They did a good job of making adjustments. And then offensively, I felt like we were a lot more patient, moved the ball well, especially in key situations.
AAU's women's basketball team has had an ongoing streak of wins. On the 26th of November, they played against Humboldt State and Cal State East Bay on November 27th. We were able to sit down with the coach, Lene Larson, and see her opinion about the game. Mm-hmm. I know. If you have missed out on any basketball games from the Academy, there will be 2 new games coming up this weekend. This Saturday, the women's basketball team will be playing against Cal State Monterey Bay at 5:30 p.m. If you can't make it there, then you can go to their other game on Sunday. They will play against Holy Names at 5 o'clock p.m. Since Helena Orts helped the team achieve 30% of shooting from the field in a 73-56 win, she has been given the title Pacific West Conference Defender of the Week. Art U's first week of December, Helena has posted her 3rd double of the year with 10 of her 11 rebounds on defense, plus 3 steals. She has ranked 7th Pac West in defensive rebound and is one of the best Urban Knights among the conference top 16 in steals per game. Great job, Helena. Last week, the men's basketball team also went up against the Fresno Pacific Sunbirds. There was a lot of back and forth in this game, and even though at the last 12 seconds of the game, Academy of Art trailed by a little bit of 2 points, they still were unable to face the wrath of the Sunbirds and lost by 81-77. The Golden State Warriors coach Steve Kerr admitted in a podcast that the NBA should allow medical marijuana for pain relief for the players. Steve missed 43 games of the last season due to complications from back surgery. He used marijuana twice in 18 months to relieve the pain. Steve stated that we should do what's best for the players because the other drugs that are prescribed are bad and addictive. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Jade. The Academy of Art is known for their hands-on experience in all majors. Vanessa Arcelay takes us into the School of Jewelry and Metal Arts majors here at AAU.
Jewelry and Metal Arts is a unique major that is much more than what you might think. The materials aren't always traditional, but neither is the program itself. For students like Rebecca Wolf, the program is as rewarding as it is unique.
It's hard work, but you get to create something from your imagination, and you have so many different resources and materials that you can use to create it. People get the same assignment but do completely different things, and I think that's really unique and makes it really interesting.
Jewelry is an art that many are passionate about. Here at the Academy of Art University, professors are very passionate, which help to create the commitment from the students as they prepare to enter their fields. The students take in so much knowledge, and the program demands a lot, but it is designed that way to help them. According to Professor Killian Evans, the Jewelry and Metal Arts major is structured to help students achieve a career in the industry.
There's a lot of competition, let's say, for jewelry designers and jewelry creators. So it's one of those fields that there's a lot of people in, and so you have to be really unique or have a really great skill set to get into, and that's what we're trying to teach them here, is all the skills that they need and how to really perfect them, and then also how to have their own voice and create something unique that will help them get into the field.
Resources for career development play a big role in bringing students to the program.
I did a tour, and it was great to see the facilities and all the different resources, and it was really exciting. Being able to talk with the teachers, having help, having my peers around me, being able to communicate with people, I think has really helped me grow as an artist.
For more information or to schedule a tour, visit academyart.edu or send an email to campustours@academyart.edu. In San Francisco, I'm Vanessa Arcelay for Urban Knights Update.
At the Academy of Art University, there is an art for each student's passion. Lady Gaga has unexpectedly revealed in an interview with the Today Show that she suffers to this day with PTSD. At the age of 19, she was raped and spent several years after dealing with the trauma, alone. She said, "I suffer from a mental illness, I suffer from PTSD, I've never told anyone that before, so here we are." After that reveal, Gaga visited a shelter in Brooklyn, New York, where she spoke with homeless LGBTQ youth. Now let's go back to Jade Evans with the latest on entertainment.
Thank you, Mackenzie. For today's entertainment update, we start with some movies that have people excited to go to the theaters. Let's take a look at a comedy with the star-filled cast and a holiday-themed Christmas party.
It's Christmas. We should celebrate, they said. Just a little get-together for the employees. Have a few drinks. Blow off a little steam. Nothing crazy.
Merry Christmas, Jeremy.
Great night, huh?
This is a sample cheese board for a holiday mixer tonight.
I'm sorry, you're having a Christmas party tonight? It's not happening.
All right, it's canceled.
Hey, idiot, I'm looking right at you.
I'm telling you, the thing is not happening at all.
I'm not messing with you. Hey, stop doing that, all right?
If you are going to have intercourse tonight, please do not do it on company property. Go into the Rite Aid parking lot.
We're talking Rite Aid, baby making all night. Fwin, fwin, fwin.
Oh, pardon me?
Hey, Santa! Want a party?
I think he meant to swing there.
You can see Christmas Party in theaters starting on December 9th. Another movie that is sure to be a box office hit is the adventure film starring Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt, Passengers.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Do you know what's going on?
Nobody else is awake. We woke up 90 years too soon.
This can't be happening. We have to go back to sleep.
Who wants to sleep on a beautiful day like this?
There's something else going on here. The greatest migration in human history. We're stranded on a sinking ship.
The controls, the engines, it's all designed to keep us out.
There has to be a way.
This wasn't an accident.
There's something they didn't tell us.
Here we go.
Jim!
There's a reason we woke up early.
Rated PG-13 in 3D and Realty 3D.
That one looks exciting, and you can go see it on December 21st when it hits theaters. The Victoria's Secret fashion show aired on December 5th and took place in Paris. It became the lowest rated Victoria's Secret show of all time. These low ratings happened even though there were big names performing, artists like Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, and The Weeknd. The Weeknd has been all over the place lately, and mainly all over the music charts after his album Starboy came in at #1 on the Billboard Top 200, and every single song on the album made it on the Billboard list. Bay Area residents can see The Weeknd on tour on April 28, 2017 in San Jose. Music fans have a lot to look forward to. It's rumored that Taylor Swift and Drake are collaborating on a new song coming out this month. The two singers are known for different music styles, but it's being reported by Magazine 17 that they are getting very close lately. And that's what's happening in the entertainment world. Join us next time.
Thank you, Jade. Now think back to your memories of the holidays. We asked Daniel Bodeshpa to ask people about some of their favorite holiday traditions.
I'm in San Francisco today to ask everyone about their holiday tradition.
For the holidays, I just like to travel, go visit family, see what they've been up to, and be around the family with my loved ones.
On Christmas time, basically, family all get together.
Oh yeah.
We have family out, just cook out. Huh? And I cook all day.
We get together with family. We all gather at my aunt's place. We have a Christmas dinner.
Ah, in Spain.
Yeah.
I've been to Hawaii last year. That's where my dad's family is. And this year I'm going to Tampa, Florida to see my mom. And then we're flying up to Boston, Massachusetts to see my grandma.
Big cookouts, fish fries?
Fish fries, fried turkeys.
Okay.
All the above.
And then we go to church to Christmas Day typically, or Christmas Eve, you know, one of those.
It's typical dinner with the family
In San Francisco, I'm Daniel Bodeshpa with your Urban Nights update.
There's often a lot of pressure to buy gifts for Christmas, but if you're on a budget, or students like many of us are, you don't have a lot of money for holiday giving. Michaela Sterner has some tips on thoughtful, inexpensive gifts that you can make yourself.
The countdown for Christmas has begun. And this means it is time to start shopping the Christmas presents for your family and friends. If you're a student or on a low budget and do not have a lot of money to spend on gifts, why do not make them yourself? Some of these gifts that will be shown contains materials you probably already have at home. These presents does not take a long time. It costs fewer than $10. A great way of saving money, be creative, and give something that you have made by yourself. What you will need is a candle, hot water, a crayon, a bowl, and a jar to put the melted candle in. Start off by placing the candle in the bowl over hot water, then reuse the candle wick by wrapping it around a pen. Put the crayon into the melted candle liquid and pour the candle liquid into the jar and let it cool down. Really easy. A cool present you can make to your mom, sister, or just a friend. For this lip scrub, you will need a few drops of vanilla essence, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 3 teaspoons of olive oil, 1 drop of food coloring, a bowl, and a jar to put it in. Start by mixing all the ingredients together and put it in the jar. Then it's all done, and decorate it as you want. A few tips on how you can save money by making presents by partly using materials at home and spending less than $10. I'm Michaela Stene for Urban Nights Update.
And that wraps it up for this edition of Academy of Art University's Urban Nights Update. I'm Noah Daniels. For everyone here, thank you for joining us.
And I'm Mackenzie Granville. We'll be taking a break for the holidays. Enjoy the season. See you back in February.